good. Can you hear me? Excuse me. Can everyone hear me? Okay, good. I had just updated my computer and it just went to like, because this thing has a, I don't know why, maybe because it's USB related. It just was like, this is your mic and your headphones. I'm like, no. So, thank you for letting me know. And Thanksgiving was good. You know, it's just like my mom, my dad, my grandmother, and then obviously my husband, my son. We had a great time. And we, this time around, didn't have like super duper leftovers, which I was actually happy about. Cause, oh, I forgot to take this thing off. Sorry. Sorry. We didn't have a bunch of leftovers like we usually do, because I did like minor tweaks to certain things that I do normally with the recipes, and everyone went crazy for all of it. And like legit, it's like minor tweaks, and I guess sometimes that's just all it takes, you know, minor things. People always have enjoyed my cooking, but like I was like, I'm gonna do a couple of little different things here. And I guess there's still those different things. Like I injected the turkey we had this year. And I've never in my life I'll try. I've never in my life seen my dad, like, we've had so many turkeys over the years, you know what I mean? I have never in my life seen my dad, like, because he, like, you know, he's normally the one that, like, cuts the turkey and, like, does the whole thing because he knows how to do it properly, whatever, you know? And when it came down to, like, cutting up the rest of it and putting it away and all that, when we were all done and it's the end of the day, he was helping me, like, cut up the rest of it. Because we basically, those of us that were there, got through, like, only half the turkey. Like, he cut up only half the turkey. There was an entire other half of a turkey left. So I was like, please take. I've never in my life seen my father, while he's doing that and, like, trying to, you know, put things, you know, away and, like, cut things up and all that. He's, like, grabbing the scraps at the bottom of the pan and just eating it. It's just, I've never in my life seen my dad do that. And I'm like, I guess it was good. He's never done that. So I'd say it was a big success. On top of the fact that I've had leftovers for Thanksgiving before. This was the first year that I've cooked. Like I said, what I've cooked has always been good. But this was the first year where, like, I had, like, my husband was making plate after plate, like, days after, to the point where, like, I had no leftovers, really. Yeah. See, I made a turkey last year. It was just so much, though, like, because I was doing that on top of, like, literally everything else, too. I was like, this year, I was like, I just don't feel like doing it. Because, like, you know, I get up under the skin, I put butter, like, you know, like a Cajun butter that I make. Like, I put all that, like, up under the skin, on top of it. It was a lot to do. So I was just like, I don't feel like doing it this year. So I bought one of Popeye's turkeys. And I'd seen somebody review the turkey, their most recent turkey. And they said that it was really good, but it was dry, like the breast and all that was dry. So I was like, okay, well, I'm going to counteract that and I'm going to inject it. And apparently that was the best way to go about it because everyone loved it. So it's good. Yeah, I just didn't want to do that because the last year when I did it, my hands were just like, you know how like sometimes you just like you do stuff labor wise and you're just like, I've labored so much that I can't even bend my fingers. That's how I felt. I was like, I don't know if I want to do that again. I'm willing to do it again, but I just didn't want to do it this year. So, yeah. But yeah, how was yours? You guys did you make the turkey or how'd that go? How were you doing? The turkey and butter are always too cold. Well, I think that was another thing, if I'm being honest, that I tweaked this year too. Because if you buy just like a raw turkey, they're like, oh, you gotta let it thaw out for like a couple days before you cook it. You literally need to let that thaw out in the fridge for like a week. Like no joke. And I had my husband pick up the turkey like basically a week before I had to make it, like 6 days at least, something like that. And then it was still cold, but also it was in the fridge. But like it at that point it was like perfect. Turkeys are just like they're because there's so much of it, and especially if they're frozen. Well, they come frozen usually, so it takes more than a couple days to thaw out. So you really do need to have it in there for like literally almost a week. Oh, Cornish hen. Okay, yeah, those are cute little guys. You can get through with those. I like those too. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I didn't. The only like major prep I had to do, which was like I said, having the turkey be in the fridge for like almost a week, and then I made cornbread the day before, so I didn't have to worry about making that because it needs to cool and all that, so that I could use that to make cornbread stuffing the next day. And honestly, everything else that I was cooking, anything that was in the oven, was all on the same temperature. So I was just kind of like, it just worked out. It wasn't really a big deal to cook everything. And then the other things were on the stove. Mashed potatoes take about 25 minutes, 20 minutes for cooking the potatoes, and then drain the water, and then you put all the other stuff in, and then you mash them up and whatever. That takes 5 minutes. So like they're pretty much done in that amount of time. And a similar amount of time, I guess, for I made candied yams. Candied yams are also super simple. So you cut up the yams, after you've shaved them, whatever. Cut them up, and then you just layer it in a pot, like a decent sized pot, probably like a, I don't know, what is this, 10 inches, something like this. Just layer it. Brown sugar, regular white sugar. Layer more, brown sugar, white sugar. Layer more until you get to like towards the top, and then that's when you do the same layer of the brown sugar, white sugar, and then you add cinnamon and nutmeg. And then you just let it in like a tablespoon and a half-ish or whatever of water, because sweet potatoes create their own water, so you don't want them to get soggy or whatever. So just a little bit of that, just so it doesn't burn at the bottom, and you leave like the thing like kind of cracked a little bit so that like stuff, air or whatever, steam can escape, and you just leave it there until everything just steams up and gets nice and caramelized, basically. That's it. So it really wasn't that bad to make everything. You don't have to buy a ricer. You don't have to do that. Ricer just makes it like more convenient, I guess, to make it smoother, but you don't have to do that. I've on several occasions have just boiled the heck out of potatoes that I've skinned, and so that they're super duper soft, and then just feed it through a strainer. It's the same thing. You don't need to buy a separate ricer. Ricer's just faster, I guess, but yeah, I mean, I have this one thing that's supposed to be like for meat, but I use it for my potatoes. And I think because the way it's shaped and all that, I think it just helps make everything thicker. Or not thicker, smoother is what I'm trying to say. You know? So, because I know my mom was like, "Oh, what'd you do to the potatoes?" I was like, literally nothing. I do the same thing I do all the time. I think it's just how I think the difference for her is just like how it turned out with this masher thing. So, and I think I added a little more butter than I normally do too, so probably that as well. But yeah. Oh, hold on. Hold on a second. Hold on. Go here. Excuse me. I don't know what's going on with my voice. Ugh. I was talking a lot today, so that might be what it is. I apologize. First of all, let me do a thing here. Uh-oh. What is this? Oh, never mind. That's fair. When anybody like resets computer or like, you know, updates, whatever, it's just like everything is just like, it's like, why can't just everything be the same? Everything's just like brand new all of a sudden. It's silly. Actually, hold on a second. I need to add it. I need to do that. Hold on. Oh. Is this? Oh, okay. And I need to add a new one. Can I search?